Hi, Kathy and Caroline again. So on Friday, I went to Banting High School, which is where Mr. Nigel Evans teaches. He was the old symphonic band director last year. He kind of retired from that position because he wanted to focus more on his kids and this high school program where he's working at. Massive band right off the bat. Seems like a very large school itself, and then also large music program. They have 10 percussionists, so I was asked to come in and sort of help them with their organizational skills because you need organized percussionists. So that was like the main thing for him, and then also help with like technique. They can read rhythms and music just fine. They're quite talented, but they just have some issues, some technical issues that I also did in high school. So yeah, it was great to see Mr. Evans. He was very excited and happy for me to be there. I was excited just to be in like a band room that wasn't at Western. It was just, it's an exciting experience. And it was 7 a.m. in the morning. They have their rehearsals Tuesday, Friday, 7 to 8 in the morning. I don't know how they do that, but they do, and that's it. They don't have any other rehearsals. So, and they're playing like some very interesting and quite challenging repertoire. Um, so yeah, it was. I feel like I wasn't really observing Mr. Evans in this situation, whereas in the strings, I obviously was. I felt like I was actually trying to observe myself more because I was in like teacher mode, and I was actually like teaching these students how to do things. Um, I felt that I felt awkward at first because I they were kind of like intimidated by me, like, oh, this he had warned them that I was coming, or warned them, I don't know if that's the word, but told them that I was coming. So I think they were kind of like, oh, like this percussionist, like, oh, she's coming in, and I don't know. That's the kind of vibe that I got when I came in. But I was just trying to be like friendly, but professional. And I helped them move some gear a little bit, just so that they could get their rehearsal started on time. That's fine. They were very appreciative of that. Great young students. Um, and um, yeah, but I didn't want to be like watching right over their shoulder, but I kind of had to at a couple points just to like make sure they were playing things correctly, and what the piece was asking for. So, and it was very tight, like back there. So I just had to kind of be like looking over their shoulders, which I don't really love, but sometimes I would look at what someone else was doing, like way across the room, just to see their technique from afar, so it didn't seem so overbearing and in their face. But I think I helped them all out on one thing or another, on various instruments. So I kind of feel good about that, and it kind of also made me realize like how much I've learned like in a short period of time at Western with Jill. It's just very appreciative of her, and everything that she's taught me and that I'm still continuing to learn. Um, so yeah, it's still early days, and I talked to Mr. Evans afterwards, and made some suggestions. They definitely need more space back there because they're just so squished, and it's not fair to them. Like there's 10 of them back there, and like there's like a foot of space to move around. So between pieces, they're just scrambling, and there's nowhere to go. And suggested having like a little bit of a sectional. I just take them upstairs and help them with basic snare technique and cymbals. So I think I'm going to do that next Friday and do a little like one-on-one, and also teach them how to organize stuff, like make gear lists. And I think Mr. Evans does part assignments, and just sort of making them more responsible and aware of all the duties that a percussionist has, including coming early, which Mr. Evans was not happy about because a lot of them showed up like at 7:05, like they were a little bit late. So, um, yeah, that's what I have so far. I will try to be more reflexive than reflective. Okay, you know what I mean. I'll try to look deeper into how I actually teach for next week, but I think it was a good start, and I like that I wasn't nervous. I think it was because I was in a band setting, and that's something I'm used to. Whereas strings, I was like, if somebody asked me a question, I don't have an answer. Like, in terms of like technique or something, or yeah. But it was nice to be back in the band world, but outside of the Western bubble. So I'm looking forward to going back next week and working one on one with them. They seem like good kids. They seem interested. and excited to learn, even though they were scared of me at first. Okay, I'll keep you updated on that too. And yeah, okay, have a good weekend. Bye.